Some seagull would have picked it up, bugger off with it. Mine. Alright then, folks. Okay then, I've met up with some hooligans. And we are going to do a bit of a day around the southeast of England. I've used bestbikingroads.com to plot the route into the Garmin, or the Nav 5, it's basically a Garmin. And our first point of call is breakfast at Rye. Keep track of what roads we do here, folks, because these are the ones as recommended by bestbikingroads.com. So we just met up in Godstone. You plot that on your map. And we're just doing some back road to go and meet up. I think it's with the A22. And now we come into the fog. Bloody GoPro's not worked again. Right, it looks like the GoPro's working now, thankfully. Now we can't actually see. But I've got my visor cat. Oh, this GoPro's not working. Why not? One of the memory cards full. Stand by. Apparently the battery was empty, although I charged it last night, so it's discharged overnight. Awesome. I got another one though. So off we go. Right, I'm going to have to leave the visor open a wee bit, folks, so it might get a little bit windy. I had to rewire up the helmet. I'll get into this now, I may as well. Drift. Drift sent me the new Drift 4K. New and improved, updated firmware. It's the same camera. I think they just updated the firmware, that's all. There's no physical improvements to it. And lo and behold, it didn't work from day one. Switch it on at night, test record it in the office, it worked fine. Get up in the morning, get on the bike to go to work, switch it on, and it kept telling me there was no SD card, even though there was one. Nothing had changed from the night before. I'd get into work, about an hour later, try it again, and it would record. Contacted Drift, they've tried to blame it on the SD cards again. It's a top of the range SanDisk, ultra extreme, 100 megabyte per second. It's top of the range, U3 class 10. It works on every other camera I use. Tried different memory cards, same thing, doesn't work. And now the audio's totally gone because they don't have a 3mm audio jack on the new Drift 4K. You have to use a mini USB to 3mm adapter. And the ports come out the bottom, which means you've got this big hulking adapter sat hanging underneath your camera, and when you put your lid down, all the pressure goes on this adapter. So it bends the connector point, plus it crimps the actual cable as well. So the audio, within about 3 days, the audio's gone. Totally unusable. I've dumped it, not using it. Drift are going to have to sort that out. So I'm back to my Ghost S, which works impeccably every single time. And I've managed to acquire a second one as well, for just in cases. So that's the update with Drift. Love that little stretch of road. That's from Dormansland over towards Edenbridge. Lovely little stretch. We're now on the B2110. Thank you. All right. Lovely series of bends that. Right, we're now on the A262, just crossed over the A21, heading to Goudhurst. Slow down for the village. It sounds like Thor and Zeus have been on the curry behind me. I wish those lads had cameras on their bikes and you could hear them. Got Mooley on a KTM 1190, Sai on the Triumph RS Triple, and Andy on a Fireblade, all with naughty exhausts. Lovely wee village this, if you're into that kind of thing. They must hate the spring and the good weather, because this starts. Right, come on, we're nearly out of the village. There's those beautiful signs. Woohoo! Well, we're just pulling into Rye, and because we're about half hour early to meet our mucker Roy, we're going to go and pop to Canberra Sands and do the run there, which is a lot of fun. Although, with the fog the way it is, we might not actually be able to see anything. Well, this is fun. Somewhere up here is a junction. It's the Canberra Lyd Airport Road. That's not too bad, you can see a little bit. Always wanted to put the drone up here. No point, is there? No point in that. Can't see a thing. Hang on, Mooley, just say that again. What's happened?
KTM's got a problem.
Oh, no way. Not the KTM with an issue. His fuel gauge has just stopped working.
Fuel gauge is just showing constantly full. At some point it felt like a muddy puddle safari.
Yeah, I know. Such a shame, isn't it? Yeah. It must be horrific on that.
On the bumpy bit.
Yeah. But even this has felt a little bit, I've been like, oh, this is a bit agricultural. Such a shame, folks. It doesn't look too bad here, but as you're riding along, this is a real nice twisty stretch of road, this. Fast. And it's nice to pick all the cars off as you go, but when the vision's like this, you just can't do it. Right, have you got fuel? Go and fill up.
Fill up.
Some seagull would have picked it up, bugger off with it. Mine. Into Rye for some brekkie. So if you've not been down to Rye before, this is quite a very popular bike meet, but every weekend anyway, you'll always get some bikers down here. There's a nice cafe across the road, fish and chip bar. There's even, if you're that way inclined, there's even like a little laney type place full of toot shops. We'll not be going there though. Yeah, just down there. Toot shops, as they say, but high quality toot. Oh, look, the ice cream is out. Happy days. So yeah, you just come down here, funnily enough, follow that biker. And just do this, the barrier's almost always down. Done. Just had a lovely little breakfast there at the cafe in Rye. Met up with a couple of the boys, Rob and Roy. Good to see you again, lads. They just came out for a quick chat and a brew. And Martin, if you're watching this, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you very much for coming to say hello. And the two chaps that are out test riding the GS. Thanks very much, chaps, for coming to have a chat. I should have asked your names, I do apologise, but thank you for your support. And I hope you enjoy the GS. Now, I charged them up all fully yesterday, ready for today. But I thought I'd be smart and I would sync them with the remote, the GoPro remote, which I did. But I then also forgot to switch off the connection. I thought I had, but I didn't. And so, it drained the battery overnight. I'm still charging them up off the power pack. Got one of these Anker 2,500 milliamp, whatever it is, power packs. So I'm charging up the sessions in the tank bag. Check out the description below for the links to the power pack. And now, well, I think we're going to stop at Whiteways Cafe for another bit of splosh, and hopefully we're going to meet up with Benjamin Benetti. He is the chap from Beard Spunk. Meet up with him, have a chat. Hopefully he might come for a bit of a ride with us. I've kept the old fleece on because I'm a little bit like an overstuffed sausage. I've got quite a substantial winter coat to get rid of. But I'm on Slimming World, care of Mrs. Teapot, who is doing fantastically well, even more beautiful than normal. So I thought I'd better do my part before she finds another. She'll never find another as good as me, will she? We know that. She's reached the top. Yes, dream. And slow. Ecclesham. Echo. What a difference a bit of sun makes, he says, going into the shadows on the wet, muddy road. Whee! Yeah, why go 50 when you can go 35? Well, that wee section was a bit gutty through the wee towns and villages there. Right, I need to find somewhere to pull over and chuck on the GoPro. Ooh, we're on. Hiya! Sync them up. Hello! Battle. This is where we came when I was test riding their Triumph a few years ago. If you've not checked out that vid, feel free to. It's hopefully the 271. Nationals. Beautiful views though. Should have brought my drone, but then when am I going to use it? That's the thing about the drone. It's great when you stop, but on a motorbike, when you're actually going to use it, you know, they're not fast enough to actually keep up with you when you're riding like this. That was a nice little section of cars there. Yeah, they're not fast enough to keep up with you when you're riding this sort of speed, so you've got to be very selective with your filming. I've got to add the next bit of the trip into the sat-nav, because it was so big it had to split it into 3 sections. Yeah, I used Garmin Basecamp to plot the route last night. Once you know about its little foibles and stuff, there's loads of tutorials online. But when I imported it into the sat-nav, because the route was so big, it had so many waypoints on it, because I'm doing all the little backcountry roads, I had to split it into, it's about 260 miles, well, it might be 300 miles I think the trip today. So it's split it into 3, and obviously I've just finished the first section, so I just had to chuck in the second one. And we're back to 35 miles an hour in a 40. Another one, 32 miles an hour in a 40. Check out the link down below, the Rever app link, and the section between sort of Battle and where we are now, which is at Lower Dicker. Yes, that is what it's called, Lower Dicker. The section between Battle and Lower Dicker, avoid. Whatever the route was that I took on the Rever app, avoid it. It's all 30s, 40s, built up little villages and town, well, little villages, quite a lot of traffic. Certainly today, the weekend, no fun at all. Find an alternative link between those two. Now we're on the A22, it's faster, boring, look, just long straight road, but we're turning off fairly soon. Looks a bit better. Now, you know how I said when we first set off, just check out the link to the Rever app, given in the description down below, and that'll show you what route we took to get from Godstone to Rye. Well, as it turns out, somehow, I must have done it, I hit the pause button when I first put the phone into my tank bag when we first left Godstone. So, it doesn't track, it literally will just draw a straight line between Godstone and Rye. Don't do apologise, my fault. I used to be so astute with technology, and now I'm like my dad. This is the B2124. You always know a good biking road, lots of bikes on it. Oh, nice little stretch. And this is us in Ringmer. I know a few people that could live here. Wait. Oh, traffic, gotta love it. There is an overtake. Andy's Blade sounds lovely. When you go abroad, certainly Spain, sorry to harp on about Spain, but when you go to Spain, when you come through these little villages, you fire through and it's almost a respite because the bits of road in between are just stunning. You know, they're such good fun. So you use the little the wee spell through the village, that's just a time to chill, and then it's over and done with. Whereas over here, you'd never seem to have the nice stretches in between. You know, there's places, obviously, where you can get it. Mind you, we are in the southeast of England, the most densely populated part of the entire country. So the fact we have any of these roads at all is probably a miracle. Just turned off the A22. We're now on the B2116, I think. Check the Rever route, whatever way we just came. The Fiesta wants to play. Play away, old bean. Plumpton. That's a nice little bit of road, that. I thought that was down to a 30, but apparently it's not. Buggered if I could go much quicker around there. There's crap and everything in the road. Oh, my shoulder's sore today. Bit of a physio update. It's all going well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm up to over 2 kilogram weights. Oh yes, and I've almost got full range of movement. Just got to work on strength now. She gave me a tennis ball and she was like throwing a tennis ball and I had to catch it and throw it back. And it's amazing how you lose your coordination because I've just not been using the arm. So it took a while to dial in the aim again and actually start catching this ball. I felt a right idiot. But I got there, so now I have to do the old, is it Steve McQueen in The Great Escape? Every time he gets thrown in the hothouse, he's got a squash ball or something that he's throwing against the wall. I've got to be doing that in the office. Dave and the boys will be happy about that. Benjamin, we are coming, mate. It's just been a little bit more pedestrian than I hoped. Another one, 40 mile an hour in a 60. Stay. It's the A273. Oh, this is boring. Getting the flash that is all built. Oh no, big accident. Awesome. It's just not been our day, has it? What is going on up here? It's not looking too clever. I'll go up and see if we can get through. If not, we'll just U it. That could be a FATAC, mate. Yeah. Maybe it shouldn't go through there. What do you reckon? Hello folk, everyone alright?
I think so.
Yeah? You don't need a hand with anything else, do you?
I don't think so, no.
Okie dokie. Is it just walking wounded?
I think so.
You got folk coming though, have you?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, no worries. Well, that looked a nasty one, but thankfully somehow everyone is just walking wounded. Amazing. Come on, another one, look. 27 mile an hour on a national. Oh boy. And another Fiesta that doesn't hang about. God, these boy racers, eh? These boy racers. Built for sports bikes, this road. Andy will be clinging on for dear life. My old mate Murray used to hate coming down these sort of roads in his Gixxer 750 when he came out with us. So much so, I think he sold it and moved to Dundee. Sorry Murray. Tottington Manor, very nice. If you recognise these places folks, leave me a comment down below. Are you enjoying it so far? Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'd much rather the thumbs up, but if it's a thumbs down, feel free to do it and let me know why, and I'll try and make the vids a bit better. I was actually looking at the analytics, and it seems when you look at your audience retention, it seems that when I start talking to the camera like this, the views go down. So if that's the case folks, if you want to see less of that, let me know. Oh, it's just village after village after 30 and 40, the occasional 50. Traffic jam in the middle of nowhere. Mind you, we're not in the middle of nowhere. We are Storrington. Alright, that is Benjamin behind us. Let's just find somewhere to pull over and then we either go to Whiteways or Goodwood. I'll stop you. Hello mate. Do you know what, as you went by I was thinking to myself, was that Benjamin? Benjamin, this is Andy, Andy's Benjamin. Alright, Whiteways for a bit of splosh and we'll have a catch up. I wish I'd caught that on camera, these kids in front. The rear near side passenger, as we overtook that cyclist, just lodged a whole lot of water at them. They're a pain in the ass having a cyclist in front of traffic, yes, but there's no need to do that to people. Hark at me, the Archangel Gabriel. Yes, I'll see you in hell. Hoo-ha, bit of Whiteways. Don't worry, you can chat if you want to chat. It's really hard to answer when he's filming.
Well, I was just wearing my lycra and this big bearded Scotsman.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've just come lightweight in summer motorbike spec.
Why aren't you in your leathers?
Not in my leathers because I don't fit in because I've eaten too much cake.
You're one of them.
I'm one of them. That's it. One of them.
You're ostracised.
Yeah, I've been holding up the traffic. That's probably why Bruce went past so slowly.
Yeah, well, actually, you were the person I was moaning about on the camera. So, just had a wee splosh, met up with Duncan, which was good. Didn't know he was coming here. Maniac has ridden his push bike to here. All right. So now, it's just Benjamin and I. We're going to do some back roads and we'll end up back at Goodwood somewhere, I think. Probably Goodwood at the circuit. Go to the Aerocaf for a bit of splosh. Beautiful now, 16 degrees it is, gorgeous. This is on the A29 heading north from Whiteways. You get Old Bill sitting up just up here a lot of the time, so stick to the 50. And we are doing a left just up here. Nice little road this, B2138 I think it's called, and I like to see that. There's a lot of nodding going on. Good work, people. Well, it's been an enjoyable morning. Well, day actually, it's 20 past 2 already. Again, this is such a good road when it's clear. I don't remember it being a 30. Oh my god, I love this bike. A lovely bike that, K1200. Rode one of them in South Korea on my trip. Surprisingly agile as well. You can really flick them around in the twisty mountain roads. Ooh, good bit of road. That was a lovely little section, that. As ever, be respectful, slow down in the villages, save the fun and games for the nationals. Speaking of which, oh, it must have been built by the Romans, this road. I don't think it's been resurfaced since either. As soon as I say that, beautiful. Any biker that doesn't rev their engine in a tunnel, you're not wired up right. I come to the wrong one, haven't I? Is it down that way? I think there's another one further down there. Sorry mate. Let's find the calf. Do you know what? I think we've gone the wrong way. Yes. That's the one we want. Under the tunnel and then right. I went the wrong way. Sorry. Get used to this if you come on tour with me. It's an adventure. We're getting our money's worth, you see. We're seeing as much as possible. Oh, tunnel. You know what that means. Oh bloody hell, I need fuel. There we go. This is the one. And here we are in Goodwood. Well, just had some splosh at Goodwood with Benjamin, had a good old chat, and he's had to fire off now. So like I said, that's Benjamin from Beard Spunk. So if you are a bearded wonder, men and women, and you fancy some fantastic product for your facial follicles, check out the description down below and look for the Beard Spunk link. Give it a go. My facial fuzz has never been fresher, fairer or finer. We're now coming out of Chichester on the B2178. Actually, better slow down, this is a 30. Didn't realise, thought I was into the nationals. Everywhere is 40 mile an hour limits down here now. Look what I found! Oh, for the straightest bit of road on the planet. I'll tell you, that's the problem. See, because I'm not doing shift work at the moment. So the only real bike time I've got is the weekends, like most of you. I don't know how you do it. It is so frustrating because every man and his dog is out at the weekends, on bikes, on push bikes, on cars, on horses. Get me back to shift work. Where does this go? What's this? The B2146 Nationals. It's bumpy, but it's not a bad road. Nice little road. Do you know what? I think I've come the other way down here. Does this bring me out near Louis? The old Landy, that's one for Tom Cassell. If any of you are gamers or have kids who are into their gaming or YouTube people, they'll probably know all about Tom Cassell. Syndicate. Great channel, vlogging channel called Life of Tom. Really good, films everything on his iPhone. Does daily vlogs. It's really good. So check that out. I'll put a link right there. Life of Tom. He's got a bike actually, but I've not seen him out on one yet. I think he's got a Triumph. This is beautiful right here. I need a pee. I know you'll find that hard to believe, but I do. I need a pee. So I might head to Lumi's, get some fuel, and maybe, just maybe, even an ice cream. You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream. Yay! No idea where that came from. This is the B2146 still. Oh, we found a stonker. This road turns into a stonker after that south whatever it's called. Jesus, that road surface is terrible. Take care on that one, folks. It's really bad. See, it's not just Germany. This is us coming up onto a cracking stretch of the 272, the A272. This stretch between Petersfield and where Lumi's is, heading towards Winchester. Oh my god. This is fun time. But look at all the traffic. Got the old R1 behind me as well. Beautiful bike that. Sounds lovely. Yeah, and more traffic. Wow, look at this. And this, folks, is Lumi's. If you've never seen this before, rammed, isn't it? Whew. Well, quick stop at Lumi's. Place was rammed. Had a nice little chat with a few people there, so thank you very much for coming up and having a chat. Now, 20 to 5, time to head home. So thanks very much for coming out with me today. Hope you've enjoyed the little ride around. Check out the Rever link to what route I did today. Apologies for the couple of bits that were missed. As ever, thank you so much to everybody that's been subscribing, following, commenting, giving the thumbs up. Huge thank you to those of you in the clan over on the Patreon page. If you're interested in that, folks, check out the link. Alright folks, look after yourselves, stay safe, and remember, live your life. Can't beat it.